Go started. Hello, can you guys let me know if you can hear me before we get started? Yo, how's it going, Shenanigans Stone? Did you manage to catch up on the previous stream? Unfortunately, obviously, did your requested theme, but you weren't around for it. Seems to always be the case. Anytime someone requests something, when I actually get around to doing it, they're not available at that time to sort of appreciate it as it's live. Can you guys definitely hear me? Chat doesn't seem particularly active so far. So maybe I've just been talking to myself. Hello, Callum. Was cheering this weekend for Tottenham. That ending was devastating. Yeah, everything is okay. Cool, perfect. Yeah, apart from Tottenham, we are not okay. Yeah, I mean, I just knew we were going to concede late. It was just so obvious. All right, let's just get started then. We have the wheel. Usually when I do this, if I get a typing, I'll use 3 Pokemon of that same typing. But we were kind of getting absolutely demolished during the previous stream because we were running too many Pokemon that were just weak to the same thing. This meta is super condensed, so what we're actually going to do this time is we'll just spin the wheel 3 times and then we'll use Pokemon of each typing rather than 3 of the same typing. Just to let you guys know, I've taken Grass, Water and Fairy off just because there are so many options, as those are the 3 eligible typings, that we're just going to ignore those 3 typings. And then I've also taken off Fire because the only one available is Volcanion, but I don't actually have one for the Great League anyways, so it really doesn't matter. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and spin the wheel for the first time, see what we get for this first team. So we've got Dark, ice, and poison. Alright, let's pick a team with those typings. Well, I'm glad that the trip to ER was all good. Sorry to hear that. Alright, so what do we have? Dark. Alright, well, you know what? We'll start with a Shenanigan Stone favourite of Cacturn. It was poison. Poison. We'll go for Quillfish. And then ice was our third. Oops. Let's see. We'll go for Celio. That'll do. It's been like... I think the last time I played in this cup was the last stream that I did. So I can't remember what types of things we see. Alright, so Empoleon. Okay, I guess this is good to see it here. How's it going? Fly gonna get you? Alright. I don't really know why I swapped in court there. I don't think I really needed to do that. But I think if they do end up having like a Jellicent or something, even though my Cacturn's very low, I kind of need it. But yeah, we're getting pretty low here. I genuinely can't remember what kind of stuff we see in this meta. So I guess we're about to find out. Oh, huge. We just barely get there. That is massive. Should grab the final shield or just straight up one-shot them. Alright, perfect. Okay. That is still very tricky. Alright, they're at 1. Five. Alright, we're going to throw straight away. It's quite obvious that we'll try and make a catch here, so they're 2 away. Technically they can overfarm by 1, but we'll just swap out and make the catch immediately, and yeah, we should be fine now. Alright, that is good. They do go for a slight undercharge. It's not going to make a huge difference. Alright, GG's trainer. Off to a good start. Alright, let's go ahead and spin the wheel again. We've got Psychic, Fighting, and Viewer's Choice. So, viewers, it's up to you guys now. You can choose the final typing for this next team. We had Psychic. How's it going? WJX. Maybe we'll go for like Mr. Mite, since we built it in the previous stream. And we haven't really used it much. Fighting. We can go for Paldean Taurus. Let me know what typing you want as the third option here, guys. I don't know if the chat is just like really... if maybe the stream's got a lot of delay. But I don't know, it seems either that or chat's just not feeling too creative at the moment. Alright, okay, Ghost. Let's go Ghost then, since that is our only request Ghost. Let's go for Delmise. Delmise put on a pretty poor show in the previous stream, so let's see if we can get some redemption. Nah, it's just the chat is dead. Okay, cool. That's fine. A bit of an earlier stream. Well, sometimes we stream at this sort of time, but it is what it is. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think Mr. Mime is going to be particularly good for us, but let's see what we can do. Mr. Mime into Gorgeist. It's not the worst thing ever. We can outpace them to the first Shadow Ball. Maybe, yeah, just look to grab a shield advantage. Or they can just go straight for a Seed Bomb. Don't really care. We might as well just full send before we swap out here. Okay, big damage. That should put him into Shadow Claw farm down range. Nice. Okay, cool. Now, Taurus is a bit... Okay, that's good. I was going to say Taurus is a bit screwed if they save their Gorgeist, but they're actually going to bring it in here. So we're in a really good position. Just go straight for Brutal Swing. Right. Is there a world where I can farm them down? Probably not. Nah. So we might as well just throw Brutal Swing. Okay, we get the KO. Final Pokemon is the Dedenne. Okay, we should be fine. We should be fine. We just need to reach a charge move on Taurus. Grab the final shield. And then I assume we win CMP. But I'm gonna need you guys to remind me which side was the Shadow Ball on for Delmise. I actually can't remember. Oh wait, hold up. This could be quite problematic. They're gonna be double boosted now. Maybe I should have just thrown the move. Left. It's on the left. Okay, that's good. Thank you, guys. My memory's so bad with these types of things. Okay, they're going to be triple boosted by the time I can get off a Shadow Ball here, though. But they don't throw immediately. Okay, that's just GG's now. All we need to do is not try and swap and make a catch. And actually, it doesn't matter which side it's on now, because certainly a Brutal Swing will KO. But I'm going to trust you guys that the ball is on the left. Cool. Alright, GG's. Team effort there. Hi Callum, how are you doing today? Yeah, I'm doing good, thank you. How are you doing? Let me know what time of day it is for you guys. Let's go just straight into the next one. Alright, we've got Ice, Flying, and Fighting again. So we're going to try and not reuse too many Pokemon. So we're not going to go for Taurus, but let's have a look. Flying. Let's go for Shadow Gyarados. Flying. We had Fighting again. Maybe Shadow Chestnut. And then... oh, I don't remember the other option. Ice. 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 Ice types. We can go with... Alolan Ninetales maybe. Slightly boring, but... you know, let's try and get a few wins in this stream for once. Instead of just going complete nonsense teams and hard losing every game. Okay, Jellicent. It's actually probably best to see it here, just because my chestnut is going to struggle a bit. But now I'm happy with the shield advantage. I hope they just shadow ball me. Yeah, they do. Okay, cool. Now we can come in with chestnut, and it's not so bad. But we might as well shield, as shadow ball is going to get us very low. Yeah, low kick. We don't have a good answer to this thing at all. I was way too slow to swap out here. But we can hopefully debuff them. I don't know. It's pretty rough. Do we reach a second chilling water here before they get to the next one? Or should I just commit to a weather ball? No, okay. We didn't actually get to the weather ball either. That's fine. That's fine. Hopefully we kind of put them into Thunder Punch range. Ah, no, we're cooked anyways. Yeah. Should have known. A dark type's just not very good in this meta. Because I've seen a lot of, like, Jellicent leads Gorgeist in the back. So do people just not respect dark types at all? We'll have to just think about that for the next one. Is Chestnut extra small? Yes, I believe it is. I believe it is. Alright, GG's to that trainer. We'll have to... That's probably the most common team we're going to see then, I guess. Something like that, or maybe something with Empoleon as well. Alright, next up, we've got Normal, Rock, and Normal. Okay. This doesn't sound like a very good team here. Let's see what rocks we've got. Could go with Diancie. Or Lileep. We'll go Lileep. And then Normal... I don't want to use Wigglytuff, so by default we're going to have to use Bibarel and Sawsbuck. Alright. Yeah, don't worry. Don't worry. We ain't using Wiggles here. We had to last time, but this time we can... Unless we get triple Normal. Shit, yeah, we're kind of cooked. We have no answer to this. Oh dear. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. Shield up the Gigaton Hammer. Oh, hold up. I don't know who wins CMP, so I'm not going to risk it. And we'll just go for the Wild Charge. Hopefully they just have no clue about our moveset. Yes, let's go. Right, I'm going to... No, we didn't win CMP. They're just committing to a farm down. Okay, we actually have some play here. But... I think we just swap out. Like, this thing has no play into any of their Pokemon. So we just try and force basically all of their energy, and then just hope Bibarel can do some Bibarel things. That's essentially the game plan right here. Yeah, we force them to throw straight away. I don't really care about that. If we can get to a Grass Knot, that would be great. Let's see. Yeah, we should be able to. Yeah, they swap back into Tinkaton. That's fine. 1, 2. Wait, what even is Sawsbuck? I haven't seen it before. Yeah, it's really bad because its fast move options are like Feint Attack and maybe Tackle, or like what's the really bad normal type one? Anyways, yeah, it's not great. All right, I guess we let this go. Drill Peck might do more damage. Yeah, it certainly does more than that. I didn't appreciate them debuffing me, though. Ah, okay. Let's just be careful here. We've only got resisted damage now, though. Trying to think. They swapped out. I'm going to assume that they're still 3 away. Alright, cool. We make the catch. That is huge for us. We still have a chance here. I don't know who wins CMP, though. Out of the Empoleon and Bibarel. So it's going to come down to CMP. Come on. Oh, we should have just gone for Hyper Fang. I think that might have KO'd. Ah, we lose CMP. GG's. Yeah, maybe we should have gone for Hyper Fang there. Maybe that would have been enough. I felt like I needed 2 moves, but actually, seeing the damage from Surf, if that KO'd, could have won that game. But, oh well, we made it pretty close, considering that was a pretty rough team for us. But, positive set, we'll take it for sure. We definitely take those. Alright. Let's go straight back into spinning the wheel. We've got Ice again. Fighting again. And Viewer's Choice. So, chat, let me know what other typing you'd like to see. But we've got Ice. So we'll go for Shadow Abomasnow. Ice. Fighting. Let's go Poliwrath. And then third typing, what would you guys like to see? Fire, that's not an option, unfortunately. Only Pokemon that's a fire type is Volcanion, and I don't have a Volcanion in the Great League. Maybe Dark. Sure, let's go for it. We'll go for Chad. Right, actually, let's be smart about this. We're weak to... We'll go for Samurott instead. Have like a double water backline. We are again pretty weak to Tinkaton, but is what it is. Okay, Togekiss. Hopefully I'm on Powder Snow. I am, so that's good. Okay, I didn't want to throw straight away because I didn't want to be caught. But they also overfarm, so that's fine. What do we want to do here? I think they'll try and swap. But I'm going to wait. They do not. So we'll throw here. They might be able to peck farm me down. I don't mind that, to be honest. Because, right. They're most likely to blind throw an Aura Sphere, right? So I'll come in with Poliwrath and hope that is the case. No, they actually just swap out. We'll go for the Icy Wind immediately. Smart play on their end, actually. That does a lot. Alright, it's a debuffed Seed Bomb, so I should live this now. I think Aura Sphere would do more. Can we Fury Cutter farm them down? Absolutely. And then I think we don't throw. I think we just commit to farming down the Togekiss if they come back in with it. Okay, a Kyogre. Okay. That is some nice spice on the opponent's end. Fair play. Big damage. Unfortunate for them. But, you know, appreciate seeing some spice for once. But GG's trainer. Alright, maybe we're... Actually, no, we can't. I was going to say, maybe we'll use Kyogre, but I've taken water off the list, so We don't have any pure grass, fairy, or water types for this one. It will only be dual type Pokemon. But anyways, let's go ahead and spin the wheel again. We've got Flying, Dragon, and Rock. So we had Dragon. We'll go for Shadow Palkia. Don't mind if I do. Rock. We could go for Kabuto. And what was the other one? Flying again, I think. Flying, if we go maybe Dartrix. We'll try and not overcomplicate it and think too much about the teams. Like, there are certain Pokemon that are just easily going to beat us, but, you know, that's fine. Right. I don't think we've gotten into this battle here. Alright, that's fine. At least we didn't get credited with a random loss for no reason. Okay, here we go. Palkia into Tentacruel. They're on Poison Jab. Okay, this is going to be an Acid Spray. I'm just going to bank this energy and then I'll swap into Kabuto. Okay, we're one Dragon Breath away from the Draco Meteor there. I could have thrown Payback. Okay, that did a lot. Okay. Let's try and react quickly enough to throw a move here. Hopefully we can still reach an Aqua Jet as well. No, unfortunately not. That's not ideal. That's certainly not ideal. Okay, we have energy on Palkia. So we'll just fire this off immediately. If they commit to a farm down, we'll get to a second one. Okay. Or we just come out with a move anyways. We might as well just blind throw here. This should put them into range where hopefully I can peck them down before they reach an Acid Spray. Yeah, please. Because if they get to Acid Spray here, that is not good. But that's good. Okay. We just need a complete RPS backline. Yeah, we're going to go for Seed Bomb. Obviously, this is resisted damage. But 2 shields in play. If they don't shield, I like to think that I can just peck farm them down. Right, we can still go for... Oops, I'm missing some bubbles. Uh-oh. We can still go for 4 more pecks before we throw. And then this is resisted, but it should be enough damage. I'm really hoping it is enough damage here. Come on. No! Damn it! Oh my god, I can't believe that was not enough. Ah, GG's. Damn, that's really frustrating. Alright, well. Sad times. Alright, well anyways. Let's go ahead and spin the next wheel. We've got Ghost. We got Ghost again. And Bug. Okay, so double Ghost here. Someone's saying Decidueye is the way, so let's go for that. I'm on Leafage though. Should I be on Astonish as the fast move? But we're on double ghost, so maybe we'll just go for Pumpkaboo. And then bug. For sure, Astonish. I assume that's what you mean. We'll go for Golisopod, but I'll swap the fast move over for both of these. Right, what was I doing? Golisopod, Fury Cutter. That's good, because this thing has actually got quite a few fast moves. And then Decidueye to Astonish. Perfect. Okay. We'll run it as a ABB style team. Alright, Ferrothorn. I think we'll just try and catch the first move here. Cool, they just go straight for Power Whip, so I'm going to assume they have Flash Cannon as the secondary charge move here. Okay, this is fine. We can go straight for Foul Play. If they commit to a farm down here, then I'm getting to another one. Whoa. Right, does Golisopod win or lose CMP here? Should I throw straight away? They do have 80 energy? No, 100 energy maybe. So I guess I should throw immediately anyways. Yeah. It looks like we win CMP, so all of that energy just completely going to waste. Don't mind me some of that. Okay, X's are KOs. If they come back in with Ferrothorn, I'm just going to do the exact same thing. All right. Alright, Spirit Shackle's not a very good move, so I don't know if this will KO, but at this point it really doesn't matter. I think we've got another X-Scissor on Golisopod. We've still got a shield. But yeah, the opponent just concedes the match. GG's, trainer. That was a much more comfortable game for us. Only 12 character in-game names for champions, so maybe I'll be Callum O-Toast. Oh, that's a bit annoying. Why would they make it shorter for champions? Well, anyways, let's go spin the wheel again. We've got normal, ghost again, and fighting again. So there's still quite a few typings that we've not had at all. But as is usually the way with the wheel, we often just get the same stuff over and over again. So we had normal, so we'll go for barrel. That's the most usable option we've got, because we'll pretend Wiggly Tough doesn't exist. Ghost again. We'll go Shadow Trevenant this time. And was it fighting? Maybe Breloom. Was it fighting that we had? Yeah, it was. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll go with this. But yeah, that double Astonish team was pretty decent there. Okay, I think maybe we try and look to catch a move or something. Okay, they do throw immediately though. I kind of wasn't expecting that. In which case, they're likely to do the same again. So we'll just go for 3 more rollouts. And then catch the C-bomb here. Okay, they throw straight away. That's good. I was a little bit worried that they'd just go for the extra incinerate and farm me down. But that's fine. We get the KO as well, which is nice. Okay, they come in with Feraligatr. That's pretty fine for Bibarel. So I think we'll just go back to back Hyper Fangs here. And then we'll save our shield for Breloom. Could be a little bit dicey though. Okay, huge damage. And they throw immediately, so it could be Crunch. Could still just be a Hydro Cannon though, so I don't really mind. It is Crunch, that does quite a lot. I'll swap out. Come on Breloom, don't be hard countered in the back please. Ah, that's quite bad for us actually. Especially if they have Acid Spray. So let's see what we can do here. It's not looking too good for us, especially since they no shield as well. It looks like they can just fully farm us down. Please panic, throw! Ah, GG's, yeah. Unfortunately, like, unless Breloom has like a really good matchup, you just get him fast move farm down. Alright, GG's. On to the next one. I've got Poison, Steel, and Normal again. Alright, let's have a look at Poison. Poison, we could go... Where's Meow Plume? Oh, we could go for Oddish. Let's go Oddish. Steel. Kartana. Normal. Oh yeah, so I don't even have Arbaliva. Let me see if I won't do it for this one because I've got a double grass team already. But so I'll have to do Bibarel again to sort of balance out this team. But let me have a look. Let's just evolve this thing and we can use it in a future battle potentially. I don't know if this is going to be any good, like IV wise, or if it goes close to 1500, but we might as well have it prepared. Alright. See what CP it goes to. Ah, that's really annoying. 1501. Oh well, we've committed to it now. Maybe it gets a better Ultra League CP if eventually we wanted to use that instead. 2490 is not the worst. We want Trailblaze and Earth Power. Alright. Actually then, maybe we use it for this battle. And we just figure out how to not be really weak to Gourgeist. So if we go Poison... That's not how you spell poison. If we go for Wheezing and then Steel, We'll go for this, so we're kind of neutral into Gorgeist. Yeah, that seems okay-ish. A little bit. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. Alright. It's probably something really obvious that I've forgotten to cover for, though. Well, there is said Gorgeist. So we'll just swap out immediately. Ah, that's bad. Are they already at it? No. Why'd they do that? Oh, they've stopped attacking now. That's kind of weird. Okay, we get a shield there. Threat of an overheat. Okay, getting a shield advantage is pretty good for us. And we're actually dealing decent damage here. We are putting in work. Has to be said. Yeah, not bad at all. Oh, trainer, you've got to throw your energy, bro. Alright, so a 2-shot advantage. Can't really ask for more than that. Right. I still don't really know what our plan is. But... oh, they swap out. Okay, they have enough for a Shadow Ball. They probably bait. They do. That's fine though, because I can still just go for 3 Astonishes here. Because that's just another Seed Bomb. So I go for 1 more then. 1 more, and then we take no Astonish damage at all. We don't know what they've got in the back. So that's my only thing. I'm thinking maybe I shield up against this. Just to play it safe. Since we don't know, like, they could have something that just completely walls the other lever. But no, they've got Jellicent. Let's go. This is why we built it. Hopefully this isn't a complete waste of an investment. Let's go. Go on. Nice. Worth it. It might only get to 1462 CP, but that's all we need. Alright, GG's. We also go positive in that set, so nice. Alright, let's go spin the wheel again. Okay, next up we've got viewer's choice, so get active in chat. Let me know what you want to see. We've also got ground for the first time. And viewer's choice again. Nice. So I'll lock in a ground type whilst you guys think of some other typings that I can, excuse me, pair there with a ground type. Oops. So let's see what options we've got for ground. We could do Torterra maybe. Or like Whiscash, Seismitoad. But what other typings would you like to see? Typings, guys. We need typings. Electric. Alright, yeah, we haven't had electric yet. Maybe Rotom-Mow. And Bug. Okay, we're going to be very weak to... I guess we go... We're going to be very weak to Gorgeist. Alright, you don't have to spam water, by the way. Alright. It's the team we're going to go with, I think. Any ice? Nah, not for this one. By the way, Naveen Joseph, I was putting together the Great League Classic Edition Battle of Spice, and I noticed that you, your Classic team had XL Pokemon in it, so obviously you won't be featured there. They're on Waterfall. Okay, I think if they're staying in, they've probably... Oh shit, I thought we were on Astonish here. This is a bad swap. Uh-oh. Yeah, the Classic Edition is no XLs. That's the whole point of it. Okay, Ominous Wind gets a shield. Please throw a move. Okay, that's good, that's good, that's good. Okay, fine. Yeah, I thought we were on Astonish here, because actually someone in the competition submitted a battle with Astonish Rotom Mo, so that was just fresh in my memory. Anyways, we're going to come in with the Golisopod. Right, how much energy do we have on Torterra? Can we snipe with a... Oh, hold up. Okay, fine. This is fine. I don't think Shadow Ball KOs anyways. It does KO. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. But what do they have in the back? What is in the back? Got to be careful of a catch. Okay. All we have to do is wait. Wait to make sure they don't catch. And then I think Empoleon's in one Mudslap farm down range. But are we in one Waterfall farm down range? Yes! Alright. GG's. Let's go. Whew. Who was worried? I was. Alright. Next up. Oh, actually, before we get into the next battle, I've posted... I might as well post it here. Posted a community post, basically, because for the final of the Ultra League and the Master League Battle of Spice polls, they both got five options, which unfortunately means I can't have the polls like native within YouTube. So you'll have to basically click on a Google Forms link and then vote there. So I'm going to leave that form link in the chat now. If you guys could just quickly go and vote there to make sure that enough people actually vote for it. Because let me see, at the moment, there's only 3 responses. And I know I only posted the poll, or I only posted the community post like an hour ago. And I've been live streaming. But definitely just quickly go ahead and vote in that. But then we'll get back to spinning the wheel here. So next up we've got Psychic, Electric, and Ghost again. Alright, so Psychic, let's go for Hatterene on Psycho Cut. Psychic, Ghost, we've done most of these. We'll go for Frillish. And then what was the other one? Electric, I think. Electric. We'll just go for Electrode. We'll lead with Electrode. See what we can do. Alright. Electrode into Jellicent. Great lead matchup for us. I assume they'll just go straight for a Shadow Ball. Yeah. Realizing I don't want to throw a Wild Charge just yet. But this is fine. We can get to 2 Wild Charges here. We're bulky enough to live the Shadow Ball. That's fine with me. I expect this to be a heat wave. It does quite a lot of damage. That's fine. Okay, I'm going for a slight undercharge here. Maybe this still KOs. No, it doesn't. Okay, that's good. Yeah, we force him to throw. And now we can get an energy advantage with Frillish. Because I didn't really want Jellicent to come in and farm me down. Whereas now we can actually do that. We've got 2 shields. Obviously, they come back in with Jellicent. They're going to go for a Shadow Ball here, most likely. Probably. Maybe not. Then maybe they bait. They do bait with a Surf. That's fine. I'm hoping I win CMP here. Actually, it doesn't matter. Nightshade should KO from this range. Let's see. It does indeed. And they're going to have Gorgeist in the back. Nice. Nice. And yeah, we should be able to outpace the 2 Nightshades here. Alright, GG's. How's it going, Reptilian? Callum, thanks once again for showcasing my battles. Loved your commentary, and the thumbnail was fire, no pun intended. Yeah, honestly, like, I don't get very many Master League submissions at all, and especially, like, when people go spicy, often their elo obviously drops quite a lot, and then they go up against a lot of teams where they're facing really underleveled Pokemon, or it's like basically just exclusively non-legendaries and stuff. So it was really cool to see a spicy team actually still going up against like sort of common meta Pokemon, and then obviously coming out on top a lot as well. I assume you probably did way more battles than what you sent in, but either way, really good showcase. And yeah, hopefully get more Master League submissions like that. But I do understand that for a lot of people, it is just way too expensive to invest in, unless you're building these Pokemon for like raids and other stuff. Yeah, that's fine though. It is what it is, you know. Alright, next up on the wheel spin, we've got Dark, Fighting, and Ghost again. Alright. Let's go for Chad this time. Fighting. And Ghost. We've run through all the Ghosts, I think, so we'll just go back to the F Dutchman. We do obviously have like Jellicent and Gorgeist, but I don't particularly fancy using either of those, so we'll just skip that. Alright, Dartrix in the lead. I guess this is relatively neutral. We'll see how much damage we do here first before we sort of decide what we want to do. Yeah, from this range it's probably worth shielding. But is it? Yeah, we'll shield. I expect them to seed bomb me. Oh, they actually full send Brave Bird. Okay, that's great. They're going to have a second flying type though, which I don't really appreciate. As we have 2 Pokemon weak to flying in the back. So, well, they let that go through. That's actually quite good news for me. Because now, I don't think they'll get to a Hurricane against either Pokemon. But I think what we should probably do is come in with the Delmise, just because we'll apply a little bit more fast pressure with Shadow Claws here. They're still going to reach a Weather Ball, but that is resisted damage. What do they have? Dartrix as their other Pokemon. So, let's see what they want to do. Triple flying, bro. What are we doing? Why? Okay, well that's probably GG's. I need them to swap out to try and catch a move. But I don't think they're going to do that. So yeah, we'll just shield here. Obviously we don't have Hydro Cannon. They don't know that. They go for Aura Sphere. Please try and make a catch. Okay, they do swap out. That's big. I don't really remember what Aqua Step does. Does it boost up my attack stat? I'm going to need it to do that, really. Because if we don't boost our attack, we're just not going to deal enough damage here. Okay, boost up our attack. We get to another one. I think we would have just still been in a better position if we had Hydro Cannon. But that's pretty decent damage. Hold up a sec. Yes! Why didn't they throw a charge move? Let's go! We should not have won that game. Literally, all they had to do was throw a move. I think my Delmise was in like 1 peck farm down range. Forgot Aqua Step was even in the game. Yeah, it's because I forgot to play the community day, so I don't have it with Hydro Cannon. So obviously Aqua Step you wouldn't really use because the coverage of close combat's just better. But obviously if you don't have Hydro Cannon, then it's actually a pretty decent move for us, as we found out. All right, GG's, let's go. All right, next up, we've got Viewer's Choice. So, guys, I'm just going to pick whoever suggests a typing first. We've also got Steel, and we've got Normal again. So let me know, chat, what typing are we wanting to see? Going to go with the first option that pops up. Water. Alright, we'll go for pure water then, since it's not actually on the wheel. Alright. What are we doing? Guys, when it's viewer's choice, it just suggests a typing, not like a specific Pokemon. But anyways, we had Steel, so I think this time we will use the Kartana. Oh man, my memory's so bad. What was the other option? Steel, normal. So we'll go for Bibarel, I guess. And then, since we saw it earlier, we'll go for Kyogre. Because why the heck not? Alright, that's the team. I'm sure there's plenty of things that can absolutely obliterate this team here, but hopefully we just don't run into them. Alright, here we go. Kartana. Tinkaton. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty rough. We can go straight for Secret Sword here. We'll see... Or Sacred Sword, sorry. We'll see how much damage this does. Okay, we won't see how much damage that does, because they shield. Honestly, Gigaton Hammer probably KOs. I'm not even going to lie. It's resisted, but we are so glassy. They bait with Bulldoze, and obviously they drop our defense. Alright, we're going to swap and catch the next one, because I just don't trust Kartana to be able to tank charge moves, even when it's non-stab Bulldoze. Okay, not ideal for either side here, really. But I guess they just want to keep this away from Kartana, so that makes sense. But it's actually quite good to bait it out here, just because our Kyogre doesn't really appreciate seeing this thing at all. But yeah, we can just let this go. Surf's going to do a bit more damage to us than it's doing to them, but that's okay. We can just throw on CMP. Nope, they don't throw immediately. That's still fine. They might farm up to back, but it doesn't really matter too much. Okay, they let it go. Oh, hold up, trainer. You need to throw. Big mistake. Alright. I assume they just let this go, to be honest. Which is fine. Yeah. No, okay, they actually shield. Okay. In that case, I think we've got to move on Kartana. I'm going to blind throw a Sacred Sword because... Wait. I think they've only got a Surf. You know what? I'm not going to throw a move. I assume they've only got Surf. Oh, wait. How many moves did they throw? This could be a Shadow Ball. Yeah, damn it. I didn't want to do that, but whatever. Okay, we'll finally see how much damage this does. And hopefully, this will put him into range where we can farm down with Kyogre. That's what we're aiming for here. Okay, we go for the Bulldoze catch. And then if they have something like Gourgeist, we should actually be able to outpace to an Avalanche here. Oh. It's not Gourgeist. Oh, wait, hold up. We get to Origin Pulse. Come on. 1 HP in a dream. Boom. Let's go, Kyogre. You love to see it. GG's. Huge W indeed. Alright. Next up on the wheel. We've got fighting. Viewer's choice again. So maybe if you do want like a pure grass type or a pure fairy type, you could also suggest those typings. And then steel was the other one. So fighting, steel. Right, let's go. Let's go Hisuian Decidueye. Steel type. We can go with our own Shadow Marwar. And we've got Bug. A couple people asking for Bug. So we'll go Bug. Right, we are weak to... You know what, we're just gonna accept that we're weak to Gourgeist here and pretend it doesn't exist. Sometimes you just have to go for that. Alright, come on. Gourgeist isn't real, it can't hurt us. Okay, Jellicent, lead, that's fine. Since we're on Astonish. I think they'll bait with a Surf, so I'm going to swap out and try and catch it onto our Levani. It is quite a risky play, because if they do have a Gourgeist, and we have seen a lot of Jellicent leads have Gourgeist in the back. Oh, never mind, they just full send Shadow Ball anyways. Come on, please get to a Leaf Blade. Oh, that's not so good. Right, they are on Fury Cutter though, which is going to be resisted, double resisted in fact, by Shadow Marwar. We're just going to go for Vice Grip. Obviously, Iron Head is resisted here. I think I might shield the first one, just because I don't want Aqua Jet to put us into farm down range. Whereas at least if we shield the first, they're going to be forced to throw the next one, which I don't really mind too much. And actually, I'm hoping I just barely live this, and then I'll swap into Decidueye. What's the theme today? We're just doing... Oh, we actually don't live that. Gee, brilliant. Okay, cool. Well, anyways, hopefully we can just sweep with Decidueye, though. Let's see. They did full send Shadow Ball, so they don't have any energy on Jellicent. Yeah, we're just spinning the wheel, and then we're getting typings, and then we're using Pokemon of those typings. Alright, Trailblaze. Gonna be shielded. Okay, they now have a Shadow Ball. If they bait, I don't think it matters anyways. But they do full send. Yeah, unfortunately they will get to another move here. I just have to hope that they don't shield this one for some reason. But yeah, they're gonna shield. They're one away. Yeah, and I don't trust us to live a Shadow Ball here, unfortunately. So that is gonna be a bit of an awkward one. GG's to that trainer. I think Livani definitely let us down there. Saying it's a bit laggy today. Is it the stream you mean specifically, or is it you guys playing in the Go Battle League? Because on my end it's actually fine. So let me know if it's the stream that's lagging, or if you just mean the Go Battle League in general for you guys. We are dropping frames, I think. According to my end, it's dropped 3.5% of frames, which in the grand scheme of things doesn't really sound like an awful lot. So it should look fairly fine. Stream is fine? Okay. So I don't know what that is then. Maybe it's a YouTube issue rather than a my stream specific issue. Might be my end, to be fair. If you guys want to maybe just try and refresh the stream or something, maybe that's the issue. I don't really know. I know yesterday's now is fine, but during the battle is a bit laggy. Is that for every battle, or has it just been like the recent couple of battles? On and off. Alright, well anyways, we'll just carry on anyways. There's not much I can do about that. We're gonna have Bug, Dragon, and Ice. Bug, Dragon, and Ice. Just the recent one? Okay. Alright, Bug. Let's go for Parasect, because why the heck not? Dragon. We can go for Appleton. And Ice. We'll go for Lapras. Oh, do we have one on Psywave here? Yeah, let's go. Let's go this order. What's Cacnea's status? Maybe it could practice play one. It's only at level 40 at the moment. I don't like to power stuff up all the way whilst I'm still working on the XLs, because then it's harder to like remember how many XLs I actually need. Alright, I think what we're going to do, we're going to stay in. We'll let them throw the first Leaf Blade straight away, and then we'll look to catch the next one. That is the game plan here. But I can show you how many XLs we've got towards it. Alright, perfect. Able to catch it. Double resisted here onto the Appleton. Okay, we throw on CMP, we lose CMP, that's a mistake. I didn't realise we would lose there, so obviously that's not the best play on my end. But that's fine. We can go for a little bit of an undercharge here. Okay, they do shield anyways, that's fine. We'll still get to a Seed Bomb, so it's not the worst thing in the world. And they're still going to have to throw. You don't have too many Pokestops and gyms at your location, it seems. I'll have an okay amount, like it's enough to get by, for sure. Okay, hopefully no Jellicent in the back. That's not really ideal for us either. If I can force them to throw straight away, then we've got a chance. Or if they just don't throw, we've also got another chance. We'll take that for sure. Alright, GG's. Right, so yeah, let's have a look at our Cacnea situation we've got. So it is best buddied now. I'll just quickly catch this for some Stardust. That was a bad throw, but whatever. We didn't actually catch that at all. We got 273 XL candies. And if it comes to it, I've got 77 rare XLs. So we can very nearly power this all the way. It's 360. I'm hoping that by the time we have the next Team Rocket takeover, I'll have enough XLs. And obviously I can put 29 XLs through regular candies. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I can convert some candies if I need to. But yeah, hoping to do that by the time we have the next Team Rocket takeover, which I think is in a couple of weekends' time. Alright, next on the wheel, let's spin again. We've got Poison, Rock, and Ice. Poison, Rock, and Ice. So Poison, we've done Wheezing, we've done Quillfish, we've done Oddish. Let's go for Vileplume. Rock. Random question, what do you think is the worst Pokemon you've ever built? Oh, that's a good question. Let me lock in this team, and then I'll have a think about that. We did this already. We could go for Omanyte maybe. Omanyte. And then Ice. We've used up quite a lot of Ice types already, so we're getting into Shadow Cloister type battles right now. Let me think. Worst Pokemon I've ever built. It's probably going to be in the Glass Cannons section. So something like Inteleon's pretty damn awful. Duosion's pretty bad. Hidden Power is the best fast move option. Anything else here that's completely atrocious? Yeah, I'd say maybe one of those two. And then as for like expensive stuff, let's have a look. Oh, actually, this thing is so bad. I built this for the Hisui Cup because I wanted to use every single Hisui Pokemon. But like Tackle, Swift, and Energy Ball, that just ain't it. Yeah, barely cracks 1100 CP. Yeah, that's probably the worst. Just having a look. Clauncher was pretty bad, but it's actually got some decent bulk to it. But it's only got mono water type damage. Eevee's pretty rough since when I built it. Dig and Body Slam were better moves than they are now. And actually, I used an Elite TM to get Body Slam, and then they reworked it so Swift was better than Body Slam. So then I removed that move, and now Swift and Body Slam are actually the same move now. So that's pretty bad. Cubchew's pretty damn awful as well. Mono Ice type moveset. I think it maybe learns like Dazzling Gleam or something. No. Wait. Yeah, and a Play Rough But either way, it's just not very good. Joltik is pretty rough, but it's at least got like decent moves. See anything else here? Yeah, I'd probably go with, what did I say was the worst? Voltorb. Hisuian Voltorb, probably the worst thing I've ever built. I level 50'd a Nundo Shadow Carvana. Max CP is 853. Yeah, I can imagine that's pretty hard to win with. Anyways, let's go do this battle. Speaking of bad Pokemon, this is by far the worst team we've tried to use so far during this stream. So if we can get a win here, I think that pretty much means you're going to have to like the stream if you haven't done so already. Alright, here we go. Come on. Vileplume into Gourgeist. What the hell do I do? I guess we swap out. Ice Shard, super effective. And we force them to throw on bad timing. I don't mind that at all. We can technically get to 2 Razor Shells now. Okay, they're at 2. And they're at 1 Incinerate. Come on, get some debuffs, please. Okay, no debuff first time around. They're at 4. Come on, Razor Shell. Do some debuffing, please. No. 5, 6, 7. Oh, we have to just let it go here. That's fine, that's fine. Okay, they at least full send. Let's think about this. Okay, this seems dumb, since I know they've got Seed Bomb. But I'm expecting them to swap back into the Gourgeist. So what we're going to do here is we're going to look to catch a Seed Bomb onto our Vileplume. Oh, they actually shield. Okay. Well, I guess we won't do that then. Okay. That's fine. They double shield. Right. I probably still don't live a Gigaton Hammer, to be completely honest. Which is quite bad news, really. Yeah, because now they just swap out. Yeah. And they should reach the Shadow Ball. Darn it. Alright. GG's. If they were just slightly less healthy, I think we might have had a chance here. But, yeah, Shadow Ball definitely going to be taking out our Vileplume. But it is what it is, you know. We've seen Gourgeist Tinkaton on like 50% of the teams. I'm very much ready for this meta to be over and back to the Open Great League, because I've actually got quite a few videos planned. Alright, we've got Dark. We've got Dragon. And Poison again. Alright, so Dark. We can go for maybe Meowscarada. Dragon. Go Flapple. And Poison. Well, my spelling is just very atrocious. How about we actually use a decent... Well, we can't go... Well, we shouldn't go Triple Grass, but actually... Is anyone going to run an Ice type? I'm sure if we run Triple Grass, we'll run into it. Maybe we'll go for Nate Frog. We're going to struggle against Tinkaton, though, if we do that. So, let's... Screw it. No, we'll go for this. I don't know what order makes the most sense here. Okay, Victory Bell. I think we'll do the same thing as last time and try to catch the second Leaf Blade onto our dragon. We can at least live Leaf Blade here though. But the thing is though, since I'm throwing here, they don't have to throw straight away. So maybe trying to swap and catch a move doesn't make an awful lot of sense. Let's see. We'll try it. It doesn't work. And that's pretty bad for us actually. But they full send Sludge Bomb, which is good news. I'm hoping they don't get to another one. This should just be a Leaf Blade. But either way, I can't really shield anyways. So I'll just let it go. Yeah, Leaf Blade, double resisted, that's fine. The fact they stay in there implies that they don't really have the best answer to this. Which is just completely wrong, because they have a really good answer. I don't know why they bothered staying in. But we get off the fly. That's fine-ish. Yeah, that's actually kind of tricky. Is Dragalge ever a pick just to eat Victory Bell? It's not allowed in this cup, so no. Basically. I can't really remember how much energy they've got here. But I guess I have to save shields for Meowscarada. Yeah, I was hoping to catch a Psyshock, but I don't know. What can we do? They're going to have Heat Wave. And so I think we've already lost. They should outpace. Because they did overfarm. Yeah, they do have Heat Wave. I kind of just have to wait for them to try and swap and catch a move or something. Because Heat Wave is basically going to KO. Yeah, from this range it will take us out for sure. Oh, hold up. Wait a sec. CMP? Is it Jellicent in the back? Could it be? Oh boy. Things you love to see. Let's go. Surely this KOs. We're attack weighted. This is Frenzy Plant. Come on. Okay, I did not expect to win that game. I've seen actually every grass / poison and my brain just forgot that poison isn't the allowed typing. Yeah. Thing is, I've actually got, next time we get poison on the wheel, I've got a level 50 Skrelp built. So we can try that instead. Alright, let's go ahead and spin again then. Alright, we have got viewer's choice. So maybe if you want to see a Skrelp, you can request for poison again. But we got ice as the second typing and viewer's choice again. So I'm going to take the first two requested typings, the first two different requested typings, and then I'll just pick an ice type whilst we wait for that. So ice. I think we've used everything now. I guess we haven't used Dugong yet. So we've got Dragon as a request. Remember guys, you're requesting a typing, not a specific Pokemon. And Poison. Alright, there we go. We've got Dragon and Poison. Should we just keep on going with the Apple evolution line? We'll go for Diplin, and then we'll go for Skrelp. Alright, we've got a team. Let's go. We haven't seen Empoleon for quite a while. Have we already used Shadow Palkia? Yes, it was like one of the first battles we did. But we'll run stuff back eventually. G-Weezing, I guess we just stay in. We should live an overheat, so we'll just go straight for Drill Run here. No, we won't, because they swap into Pelipper. Okay, we didn't throw on very good timing there, but that's fine. Right, I'm just thinking. I think we just let this go. Hurricane, not gonna really trouble me too much. Okay, we didn't throw in good timing there intentionally, just because I don't expect them to shield this. So they let it go. Okay, Diplin has literally nowhere to go. So we've got to be strategical here. I'm just going to sacrifice it now. Because we've actually got we're one away from a drill run. So yeah, just... Oh, that does not KO. That's kind of nice. And we force them to throw some energy as well. So that's great news. That's great news. Let's see if they sludge. I'm going to assume it's sludge and overheat. In which case, Skrelp is a complete wall to the energy. So I'm not going to bother shielding yet. I'll let the first one go. We'll see what they throw. Yeah, it is just sludge. That still does decent damage though, which is not ideal. And we do lose CMP. Alright, I could regret this if they full send overheat here. Shit. We still live it, but I think I fucked up. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see, how much shall I... We'll live one more fast move. I should definitely go for Icy. I should have just shielded, man. I'm so annoyed. I was like, Bulldozer's super effective. What's the chances that they've actually got the move already? Yeah, we messed up. That is unfortunate. GG's. We had everything we needed to win this game here, but except for a brain apparently. That was the only thing we forgot about. But GG's. You know, we can't fault Skrelp there. We can only fault Skrelp's user. But anyways, we'll just move swiftly on from that. Pretend that did not happen. Skrelp again. Well, if we get poison again, then maybe yes. We can give it a chance to redeem itself, because it was not Skrelp's fault. We played like a potato. But we've got Electric, Steel, and Bug. Next up. So, Electric. Speaking of the worst Pokemon I've ever invested in, we're not going to use that. I'll use Dedenne instead. Wait, are they both Paralytic Charge? I think I'd rather Discharge, but whatever. We can't run two of them. Electric, Steel. Steel, we've done basically everything apart from the good stuff. We could go for Waterfall and Empoleon, I guess. I've forgotten the other one. What was the other one? Bug. And then Bug. I guess we go Double Fairy. Empoleon Double Fairy. Does Voltorb only have Tackle? Yeah, I think so. Or if it has a second move, it's even worse than Tackle. Okay, Seeking in the lead. Not really ideal. Especially since we are on Waterfall. You know what, I'm actually just going to throw straight away here. They shield. Which I'm kind of confused about. And then they throw on bad timing as well. Bro, if you bait me here, that's diabolical. Okay, cool. We'll drill on. Alright, that's fine. Oh, that's annoying. Hopefully caught a resisted drill run. Okay, cool. But this thing is just going to be walled by so many Pokemon in this meta. Not amazing for us, but if they allow me to get to Dazzling Gleam, honestly not bad. And we do have the Dene to somewhat shut this thing down, I guess. Okay, Dazzling Beam, going to be shielded, that's fine. Alright. We're now switch locked, so we'll just wait a little bit here. I didn't really count how much energy they've got, so let's think about that. I assume they're going to throw the next one immediately, so I'll let the first one go. They Aura Sphere. Interesting. Strange. Okay. We've got a good chance here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is just foul play. I've just boosted my defense. Yeah, I think we just throw immediately, right? Because now I'm going to be double boosted. Togekiss. They will not be able to farm me down. And so they just concede the match. Let's go. I only have one Elite Charge TM. Do I use it on my Shadow Empoleon or Greninja for Hydro Cannon? Well, Empoleon seems to be the better Pokemon currently. But yeah, it just depends. Because there are often... Oh, Groudon. I can't remember the last time we got a legendary from a GBL encounter. Sorry, it's distracted my train of thought. What were we talking about? Greninja or Empoleon? So yeah, Empoleon is probably going to be the more versatile Pokemon. But it really just depends on your preference. Bro, if you could just stay. This is the reason why they took legendaries or made them so much rarer. People complained that they were difficult to catch after doing a set. And so instead of making them easier to catch, they were like, oh, that must mean you guys just don't want legendaries. So we'll make them incredibly rare from GBL. And we're like, that's not really what we were trying to say was the problem. But yeah. So yeah, I would say Empoleon is going to be the more consistent one. But Greninja, probably a little bit more fun to use. It's up to you at the end of the day. But, you know. Alright, let's go spin the wheel again. I think this is going to be my final set. I don't really know how many battles we've done so far, but it feels like we've done a decent amount. So next up, we've got Bug again. I think we've only got Araquanid left. We've got Steel. And we've got Normal. So Bug will go for Araquanid. We're actually on Infestation, which I should change. We've got Livani. Alright, you know what? We'll give Livani its opportunity to redeem itself. Steel. But then if we go Livani, I can't really go Ferrothorn, which is going to be my next option. So I guess we go Tinkaton. Just to not be ultra weak to Incinerate. And then the other one was Normal, which we don't want to use Wigglytuff. So I guess we go for Bibarel. I guess this is our play. Excuse that little voice crack there. Maybe actually, maybe we could go for Ferrothorn. Ooh, Acid Spray. Kind of interesting. But we'll go. Yeah, we'll go for this. This is the team. This is the team. Okay, Bibarel into Weezing. Okay, I guess it's good to see it here. Okay, they throw on poor timing, so I should live one sludge, so I'll let the first one go. Let's see how much damage this does. A considerable amount. I'm gonna go for Hyper Fang. They come in with a Moongus. That's not bad. What we can do, since we're gonna resist the Astonish damage, is just farm up to another move. And now swap out. Is it likely that they have Sludge Bomb in this meta? I don't feel like they wouldn't. So yeah, just a foul play. I'm hoping Leaf Blade KOs from this range. And yeah, should do. Come on. Alright, cool. Both moves are resisted into Wheezing, so if they come back in, we'll just go for Leaf Blade immediately. Oh, hold up. That is quite a tricky Pokemon for us. But this should grab a shield. Yeah, this is actually really bad. What do we do here? What do we do? Yeah, Ferrothorns were not on Flash Cannon. So, I think we have to come in with Ferrothorn. And we just have to threaten the final shield. Rose farming to the moon and back. I might as well shield the first. I don't want to put myself into range where they can farm me down. Yeah, and then we let this one go. Yeah, we're in a tricky spot. I need to grab the final shield. And now we reveal that we don't have Flash Cannon though. So that's not great. Let's see. What can we do? Thunder does decent damage. Or you don't throw immediately. They've got a lot of energy though. I don't think there's a way we can win this, unfortunately. We shield the Sludge. Yeah, I think I'll get off 2 rollouts to farm them down here. But I just think we're going to be too low on Bibarel. Yeah, unfortunately we're too low. And I don't think Hyper Fang would have KO'd anyways. But GG's to that trainer. It's a little bit tricky for us. If we had Flash Cannon, I think we still would have been in a bit of a tricky situation anyways. Just because the pacing on Ferrothorn is just so bad. But anyways, next up we've got Dark, Ground, and Viewer's Choice again. Remember guys, you are choosing a typing for me to use. So Ground, let's go... Let's go for Whiscash. We haven't used Whiscash in a while. Ground. What else do we have? Dark. Dark will go with Tremendous. Is Hyper Fang any good? I've never used it. It's actually not so bad. I think it's because a lot of the normal types that have it aren't particularly useful. The best ones are probably like Bibarel and Alolan Raticate. And then yeah, we need another typing, guys. If you can come up with anything. Anything but fire, as I don't have any fire types for this meta. Poison. Is that a suggestion that we want Skrelp to return? I'm gonna go with that was the intention. So we're locking in Skrelp again. All right, come on, guys. We just need to not actually play like a potato. Okay, not the best matchup for us to start with, for sure. Okay, we did not make a catch. Oh, fuck. Okay, we're going to get to 2 Leaf Blades. That is huge. That is huge. Okay, cool. Well, yeah, we'll get a shield advantage. They have a lot of energy on the Amoongus though. But they don't throw straight away on Wigglytuff. Alright. Okay, Mud Bomb KOs. I don't expect them to bait here. They might do. Let's see. They actually foul play me. Bro. What are we doing? Okay, let's see, what do we want to do here? Okay, Mud Bomb's going to connect. Okay, we catch the next move. I don't know if this actually helps me, really, but let's see. Let's see. Maybe they're running Double Fairy in the back. They go for foul play again. Ah, shit. Yeah, we cannot win this. Yeah, only possible win condition now is if we're able to somehow put them into range where we can fully Mud Shot farm them down. But they're not throwing yet. Yeah, unfortunately we just got like completely RPS'd. Grass Lead into our Whiscash, Wigglytuff into our Shiftry, and Empoleon into Skrelp. You can't ask for much worse than that. Yeah. I'll just let this go. There's not much we can do, really. GG's. They go for Drill Peck. Doesn't make a difference. Ripperoonies. Is what it is. I think maybe we just... We say we missed our chance to win with Skrelp, and we leave it at that, because that was pretty rough. Alright, anyways, next up, we've got Poison. Okay, it is tempting, but we're not going to go for Skrelp. We've got Bug again, and Electric. Right, Poison. Poison. Let's go for Venusaur. Poison, Bug. Alright, we can go for Araquanid this time. I'm going to change the fast move first, though. And then Electric. Let's go for Chinchou. Because why the heck not? Oh, apparently I've hatched a bunch of eggs. Okay, spoiler alert. These are the egg hatches that I'm about to hatch. Ah, damn, I wanted to put a star piece on for this. Alright, well that was a shame. I missed out on a lot of dust there. But anyways. What was I doing? Oh, I was changing Araquanid's moves. Araquanid, not that one. Okay. Here's the team. Let's see what we can do. Right, Venusaur into Empoleon. Alright, we do have Chinchou to completely wall this thing. But it puts us in a bit of an awkward situation. Because obviously I can't say swap into Chinchou. Okay, I'm just going to sacrifice Araquanid. Hope they bring in something else. Because this also isn't a good matchup for us. But we can actually live 2 moves. So we'll just let this go as well. and see what they want to do. Okay, they swap out into Gastrodon. Alright, I don't mind that, I don't mind that. Actually good to bait this out. Okay, they do have a lot of energy though. 6 Mud Slaps. We obviously miss getting any fast moves through, so that's freaking amazing. So love this game. And they bait. Yeah, that's annoying. But I don't expect them to shield here. I'm wrong. See, if we just got a single Vine Whip through, we'd be in a decent position here. Whereas now, Body Slam, does this KO? Yep, it does KO, and now we can never farm them down with spark damage because this game is stupid. But we do force them to just go for another Body Slam, I think. But yeah, that's really frustrating. I should have just committed to the farm down. But yeah. We'll wait to see what their final Pokemon is. See if that one-turn bringing lag actually made a difference or not. Oh, come on, trainer. Let me see what the other one was. I think the fact that they came back in with Empoleon probably implies that they were weak to Electric in the back. But we'll never know. Maybe we could have won that game. I feel like we were actually in a decent position there if we did get the farm down without having to throw a Bubble Beam. But it is what it is. I think that means no positive final set. Yeah, unfortunately. But let's see if we can at least win these final 2 battles. So let's go again. We got Fighting. Bug again. And Bug again. Alright, I'm not feeling too confident about this one actually. We're going to be very weak to flying types. I think we'll go with the best option for Bug in Golisopod. And then Ribombee hasn't really had a chance to do anything. We'll go Ribombee. And then Fighting. Fighting will go Poliwrath maybe. Could go Urshifu, but I just can't see us winning a game with that, to be honest. Which one? Alright. 2 bread for you. Well, we're Calamon Toast, so I don't know about that. Okay, incredible lead. And straight away we're fucked. No. I guess we just sacrifice Ribombee here. I'm hoping that debuff allows us to live an Aerial Ace. Come on, Ribombee. Don't let us down again. Yes, come on. Please, trainer, just let this go. Why would you ever want switch advantage? Oh, thank you. Okay, that's good. That's fine. I don't mind that. Obviously, they're now ahead on energy, which is not ideal for us, but we're at least in a playable position. Now, we do have to be mindful that their switch clock is going to be up and mine is not. But that's fine. Yeah, honestly, we're in an okay position here. We might as well go for one more and then we'll swap out. They actually no shield. Yeah, we're actually okay. We're okay. They just go for foul play. Yeah, we don't bother shielding here at all. I wonder if we can actually just fully farm them down. Come on, Galissapod. Oh, huge. Huge. Huge farm down. Obviously, yes, this is resisted energy, but that's amazing. We just go for 2 Aqua Jets, and then we swap back into Poliwrath. So they're on 4 Metal Sounds now. But they're going to have to start shielding, otherwise we just mud shot them down. Okay, they don't shield. Yeah, that should be fine, right? We just double shield, we mud shot them down, and it's GG's. Surely. Yeah. I think even if they have back-to-back, we put them into range where a single Fury Cutter farms down first. Let's go! Alright, we got one more battle now. Fair play, Rabombi, actually doing something in this battle. You know, that's it's a pretty big achievement for it. And then we got, yeah, last wheel spin. We've got Psychic, Ice, and Rock. Okay, Psychic, Ice, and Rock. Psychic. So what have we done already? Mr. Mime and Hatterene. We can go with Rapidash. Or maybe Starmie. Let's go Starmie. Psychic. Rock. Rock. We can do... Let's do Diancie. And then Ice. Ice. I think we've done everything. So we'll just... Oh, actually, we have not done a level 50 Snova. So let's run Snova as our final pick. Yes, what could go wrong with this team? Alright, here we go. Final battle of the stream. Let's see what we can do here. Shadow, Starmie. Into Wigglytuff, my favourite Pokemon. Alright, I know I can get to 2 Surfs here before they Charm Farm me down. Wait, no, can I? Maybe I can't. I think it's if they throw, I can get to 2. I think we just barely live. But if I shield, I think 2 charms takes us out. So we'll just go for that. Rock, Ice, Psychic spells out Rip. Okay, that's not so good. What do you want to do here? We're obviously going to be faster to moves on Snova. Well, only marginally faster. Do I shield? No, we'll let it go. I don't see a world where Diancie is particularly useful for us. So there's no fire. There's not loads of like flying types. Thank you, Shenanigan Stone, for the donation. Okay, we are going to take neutral damage here and deal some decent neutral pressure as well. Just gift. Is that a request for me to send you a gift? Because I'm not very good at that, but I can try. They go for Scald. Ah, yeah, no, we're so fucked. They also debuff my attack stat. What can we do here? Debuff them? Nope. Yeah, they just farm up to 100 energy and we are completely wrecked. There's nothing we can do. Rip indeed, yeah. This was a pretty fitting team then, actually. I'm going to swap out. Yo. Yeah. GG's. I mean, we've cleared our debuff. I guess the Zippius 2 to return the favour. Yeah, that's a good shout. Oh, we got the win condition. Opponent stops attacking. No, I think they're just playing with me, right? Yeah, we would have lost this game anyways, so I won't give them the loss. GG's. Alright, not the best final set for us, but we did still gain some elo on the day, so we'll take it for sure. So yeah, we'll gift the Zippiest. We might as well open their gift as well whilst we're at it. And then obviously Shenanigans Stone. Ooh, a Hydrapple. I still need to build a Hydrapple. I don't have the candies for it. Can't remember. I think this is my best option. I just about have enough syrupy apples, but yeah, candies. It's just so expensive, isn't it? And rare candy wise, what have we got? 271. So yeah, I think we're still a little bit off. But I would love to run Hydrapple at some point later this season, maybe. But for now, unfortunately, it's going to be a while. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning into the stream. Thank you as well, Shenanigans Stone, for the donation. Tomorrow's video, I'm hoping to be the... because I'm just so bored of the Spring Cup. It's going to be the Great League Classic Edition of the Battle of Spice. I am just waiting on one person to share their battle with me. So please, if you submitted, please just check your emails right now, because I would really love to put that video together as soon as possible, because I'm actually going to be busy for a lot of tomorrow. So there is the potential that if we don't get that sorted by the time I try to record, then it just doesn't come out tomorrow. So please, if you've sent a battle in for the Classic Edition of the Great League Battle of Spice, please just make sure you check your emails. And then also, whilst we're talking about the Battle of Spice, the Ultra League and Master League final polls are up right now, but they are, because both of them feature 5 teams, unfortunately you can only have 4 options on a YouTube poll for some reason. You used to be able to have 5, so I don't know why they've gone backwards and made it a little bit more limiting, but because you can't have 5, I've done it externally. I made a community post about it, but obviously whenever you can't just click a button on YouTube, so many people are just not going to bother. So I'm going to post the link to it now. Please, if you've got 10 seconds of spare time, click on the Google form, vote for your 2 favorite spicy teams from the Ultra League and the Master League, because actually your vote is going to have a pretty significant weighting on the outcome, because so far only 12 people have voted. So basically your vote could be the difference between a certain team winning and losing the Battle of Spice. So huge difference that you can make just by clicking on this link, clicking on 2 buttons, and then submitting. That's all you have to do. It's not a difficult ask. That's all you got to do. So please click on that link, and then yeah, that's gonna be it for the stream. And then hopefully, once the Great League is back, we'll have some more enjoyable battles and videos to make. At the moment, I'm just feeling so bored of the Spring Cup, and obviously the Master League I can't really compete in at all. But thank you guys for tuning in, and